Hello everybody. I'm just doing some curls here and I thought I'll give you a short glimpse at the Rep Fitness Rackable Easy Curl Bar. This bar weighs 35 pounds, so it's a little bit heavier than your average Rackable or your average Easy Curl bar, I'm sorry. This one I purchased is made out of stainless steel. So hopefully with a little wipe down after each workout, you don't have to worry about it rusting out. Right now I have it set at 100 pounds. And I just like the idea of it being rackable so you don't have to bend to the floor, wasting your energy. Right now, this is racked out right about at my mid thighs. So all I have to do is reach down, grab it, pick it up, and do my reps. So my easy curls come immediately after my dumbbell rows. So my biceps are pretty well burned out by the time I get to the easy curl. But I'm just gonna demonstrate maybe 1 or 2 sets real quick. Because of the pre-exhaustion on the dumbbell curls, I try to shoot for 5 minimum reps, 7 maximum reps. Once I get 5 sets of 5, then I would probably jump 5 pounds and start the process all over again. So let me get set up here, and I'll be right back for the next part of this video showing me doing the easy curls. Okay, I think I have it set up properly. This will be my 3rd set. When I do curls, I usually bring it up and I come down and I pause because I don't want any momentum bouncing out of the bottom. So I'll usually take a quick pause at the bottom and then start it from scratch each time, just to get a little more concentration on the biceps and not so much swinging momentum. Once I get to my later reps in the set, then I might swing it a little just to get those extra reps, but I try to be as strict as I can up to that point. So this will be my 3rd set, minimum of 5, maximum of 7. Here we go. There's 7. Another thing I usually do, I try to brace. Take a big breath at the bottom, just tighten everything up to try to hold that back as erect as possible. Don't want to arch the back too much. Don't want to swing too much. All right, that's set number 3 in progress. Okay, this will be set number 2 for you guys and set number 4 for me. Minimum of 5 reps, maximum 7 reps. Once again, 100 pounds on the Rackable Easy Curl Bar made by Rep Fitness. Here we go. 5. Stop at 5 because the 6th one would have looked ugly. The other thing I mentioned about pausing at the bottom, it allows me that chance to take a deep breath each time and brace my midsection. I know my belly's a little bit big. I've been on a diet for about 6 weeks now. I've lost about 10 pounds. Seems like I hit that point where the body just wants to stick at a certain weight and doesn't want to move anymore. I'm just trying to eliminate all sugars, all carbs, and try to stick to meat, vegetables, very small amount of fruit. We've been trying this stuff called Cardio Miracle. It's kind of a powdered drink that's supposed to have all kinds of amino acids and vegetable benefits in it. That along with a few other supplements. But the weight dropped pretty good about the 3rd week, and then it kind of plateaued, so I probably need to do more cardio exercise because I mean I get good cardio working out, but it's just not enough time. It's a week for the weightlifting. I need to do something else. So that's it for now until my next set. That's set number 2 completed. I'll do one more for the video, and that will end the video after I finish that one. And 5 is going to be tough because I could feel I was hitting the exhaustion point on that last set. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. This will be set number 5 for me. Set number 3 for you guys. I did, when I first started tonight, or today, I did 7 reps, 6 reps, 7 reps, and 5 reps. So 5th set, minimum of 5, hopefully. And even better would be if I go higher than that. Just to give you an idea, this is my bicep back day. I do dumbbell rows with 100 pounds, 5 sets of those on each side. I do an exercise that I really love. I have a Series 7 Body Solid Smith machine, and I like to do the bent over rows inside the Smith machine. It's really nice because it eliminates all that floating of the barbell that you would have if you do free weight. It holds you into a much stricter plane of motion. And the other set that I do for my back is actually barbell rows. Let me back up a minute. On the Smith, I do 40, 50, 60. I do 170 pounds of weight only. I don't allow for the carriage in the Smith machine or anything. That's minimal. So 170 right now on that. And then I go over and I do barbell rows with the Olympic barbell. I do 185 on that for 5 sets. Basically, if I get 5 or better on all 5 sets, I'll usually bump the weight up. I just like to be more powerful than anything else at my age. I just like to be powerful. So I keep my reps in the 5 to 7 range on many exercises, but there are some where I'll go a little bit higher. So let's get ready for set number 3 for you guys. 5 for me. Here we go. was better than expected. I got 6. I do hold 3 different types of certifications for personal training. I went to NPTI, the Personal Training Institute. Then from there I was able to get certified. I think it was called the National Personal NPTI, I think it was, which kind of went defunct. And then this year I certified for a ISSA certification. So I remember one of the things they taught us in the National Personal Training Institute, I don't know what their status is nowadays, this is years ago, but that was some of the hardest training I have ever experienced in my life. They busted our butts so bad. Twice a day, up and down stairs till you're almost collapsed. And then after that, you got to get into the workout. I mean, that was probably the best shape of my life back then. Unfortunately, that certification doesn't seem, it's more of a diploma than it is a certification. You have to use that diploma to try to advance into certification after that. So like I was saying, unfortunately, gyms, I guess NPTI is not a big enough name for gyms to really recognize it unless they're tied into the organization. But all that to say this, when I was in NPTI, they used to train us when you were curling, don't let your arms finish bent because you're kind of cheating yourself. Let your arms come all the way down. It's hard for me to remember to do this because it makes it much harder. But you want to start from a dead hang and come up out of that. I'm sure if you watch my video, I didn't do it every time. Maybe I didn't do it at all, I don't know. But it really has to be something that you're aware of to make sure you do it. Otherwise, you'll fall right back into the pattern of not going completely down. So that's my tips for today on the easy curl. I hope Rep will see this because I am willing to try anything they want to send me. The Rep Easy Curl Rackable Stainless Steel Bar. You all have a great day today. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Any tips for me? I welcome them as long as you're not critical. I've had critical people, and if they want to be critical, I just delete them from my account because we don't need critics. We need kind comments that really offer to help, and they don't just want to criticize how you do certain things. I've had over 50 years of doing this, so I'm pretty comfortable in the way I do things. And if you see a way that I could improvise or something that's an assistance exercise that might help, I am willing to try just about anything that a 68-year-old man can handle. All right, that's it. Enough babbling. Bye now. Hello, everybody. I didn't think I'd be back, but I'm back. That organization I mentioned in the video was actually NACPT, National Association of Certified Personal Trainers. And what the deal was is when you graduated the National Personal Training Institute, you didn't get a training certification, you got a diploma. So if you wanted to get a certification additionally after you passed that NPTI class, you could pay the extra 200 and some odd bucks, whatever it was, to go get a proctored exam. Basically, when you do that, you're not allowed books, you're not allowed notes. It's all whatever you learned up here is where all the knowledge has to come from. So, being that you just finished the NPTI course, all that stuff is pretty fresh in there. You're not guaranteed to pass. I mean, it's a really, really hard exam, but I did pass it the first time. And I don't know, I might have had the certification a little over a year, only to find out they decided to go belly up after we all kicked in extra money to get certified. And they were comparing it with some of the top certifications in the country back in those days. But a lot of us felt like we all got kind of scammed on it. I wrote a complaint to the guy. I know his name off the top of my head, but I'm not going to say it just to save him embarrassment. But somehow they ended up getting some kind of affiliation with ACPT, and he offered me like a discount. And it's like, why should I pay more money? I already got certified with you guys on your extra course to get a certification, and now you just go belly up. My certification is just now a piece of paper. I said, I basically thought about it, and I'm like, I'm not going to pay extra money, even though that would have been a great certification to have. I mean, the whole thing just left a sour taste in my mouth. So the only thing I got out of it was I told them, you got to send me a certification that says non-expiring on it. Because normally if you have a certification every 2 years, you've got to do some extra courses or whatever to keep the certification up. And I was very willing to do that if they wouldn't have gone belly up, if I could have kept that certification. But so this year I just decided to do the ISSA certification. So I do have that. That's more of like an open book thing, and I mean, it's okay. I know a lot of people want a quickie certification. They go for that, and then they get a job just off of that. But it's not hands-on like you would get like if you were to go to a class like NPTI was, where you actually get to do the actual movements, and you have an instructor that you can ask questions. I mean, it's all possible online, but it's just not the same thing. I also don't like the way their online setup was. If I read a certain book, I've got to figure out where I left off because it doesn't come up automatically, and it's just, for the high-tech environment we live in, I think they could do a lot better on how they do that stuff. But I just want to make that clarification on certification. I don't want to keep tying up your time. So have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. If there's something you'd like to see me do in my workouts, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. Until then, be blessed. Bye-bye.